Wavelength.
Welcome back,
Wavelength.
ladies and gentlemen. Episode 31. What are we going to title this one?
I don't know. That's up to our producers.
Who
We just
knows?
we just record this thing.
They hand us a microphone and go, "You got an hour, kid.
Just talk.
See what you can do." But we are back here yet again, one day removed from the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 60.
We're gonna dive right into that. A lot happened over this weekend. Softball got off to a good start. A little, had a falter in that final game.
Could have been a perfect weekend, but I think they'll take 3-1.
Yeah.
Just not how it ended.
Yeah,
But
just
they played great for 27 innings.
one bad inning.
Actually, no.
Can get you
10,
because they got some mercies in there.
17 and 6 is
23.
23. 23 innings. They played great for 23 innings.
It's the 24th, man. It always gets you. But 3-1. We're gonna dive into that, and of course, baseball just a couple of days away, just across the street, Bob Bennett Stadium. But what's the big topic? The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 60. Seahawks,
Super Bowl.
Pats, Bad Bunny. I think that was the best part of the show. I don't think. I mean, I think if you thought the Patriots were going to go out and dominate, you didn't really watch the playoffs.
No, you didn't watch the 3 or 4 weeks prior to that. They take care of
Yeah.
business against the Chargers. Drake May and the offense didn't have to do much.
No.
They go against Denver.
Houston.
And they go against Houston first, against C.J. Stroud.
Mr.
Shut
Mr.
him
Fumble.
down.
Mr. Fumble over there.
And then you go to Denver into what ended up being a blizzard in the final 2 quarters.
Yeah. I think I saw a stat that he is now the most sacked quarterback in a playoff run. Behind
21 or 22?
Just ahead of Joe Burrow in that 2022 Super Bowl.
21. 22.
21 season 22.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it was 12-0 heading into the final 15 minutes. It did not feel like 12-0.
No.
It really felt like it was 25-30. I mean, Seattle just completely dominated. I think Chris Collinsworth made a good note of it on the broadcast. Like, the blitzes weren't anything crazy. They just overpowered.
Got through.
They overpowered that line, and as much as he was hyped coming out of college, I think Will Campbell got his welcome to the NFL moment in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, a lot of people saying get ready to learn guard, bud.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like every time I saw it, he was anticipating getting hit back. He wasn't like, I know on pass protection you're not going to attack, but like, it just never felt like he was able to get like set in his feet, and he was getting pushed back all night. And yeah, Drake May got hit a lot, and then started turning the ball over in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that pass rush. I mean, they were able to sneak some guys in the secondary come down and make it hard on Drake May. Enough can't be said about this defense, what they were able to do. You get a pass rush, and even if May had time, I mean, there was no one downfield.
Exactly, yeah. And I think another big thing is that this team is like completely homegrown. Besides, your quarterback and Cooper Kupp and a couple other pieces, this team was built through the draft. I mean, you go back to 2022, Charles Cross, JSN, Eamon Wari last year. They had a bunch of rookies on that defense that really stepped up. So.
Even Wari, man. For you Madden players out there, zero chill card. Oh my goodness, that guy is a stud in video games and also in real life. And that was
yeah. I think we'll be seeing a lot of them in deep playoff runs. I don't know if they're going to be a regular, but I do think that you're going to see Seattle in some NFC Championship games, and I'm sure they'll be back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, just this whole year. I mean, I said they flew under the radar. Pun intended. They're the Seahawks. But really, this whole year they have just been so steady the whole year. And when you're talking about NFC teams, of course, you have to bring up the Niners and the Rams.
Yeah, I think the 2 games that I watched the Seahawks play this year were Week 1 against the Niners, where they lost, and then that crazy Thursday night game where they beat the Rams. And going into the playoffs, I ended up changing my pick, but I did have the Seahawks losing in the first round. I did not have them getting past the divisional round, and then I just kind of looked deeper, and I was like, this team's not gonna lose. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So that defense, they held San Francisco to 6 points. I think I saw a stat on social media. They were trailing for 1 minute and 35 seconds throughout the entire postseason. That's
a recipe
domination
for success right there.
And ridiculous. So
and got to talk about the quarterback,
Sam Darnold. Oh, I thought Sam Darnold or Drake May. You could talk about both, but
we'll talk about the winning one.
The winner,
more than Drake May.
It's
Drake
the
May,
first USC quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Quarterback, yeah. And of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, dating back to when he was drafted in 2016, I mean, you throw some names out there.
2018.
2018. You throw Lamar Jackson,
Josh Allen.
throw Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, some younger guys, and Sam Darnold is the first with a ring. And that's no diss to Sam Darnold.
No, absolutely not. But you look at the stars around the league. It's these guys: Allen, Herbert, Burrow. Almost said Mahomes, but he has 3. Yeah, you'd expect them to get a ring first, and especially how poorly Sam Darnold's career started in New York, and then Carolina, and then backing up in San Francisco, and then maybe thought that the Minnesota was a fluke, but hey, he proved everyone wrong there.
2 straight 14-win seasons. He got a lot of people kind of found him out last year in Minnesota. Said, "Oh, just blitz him, get him some pressure. He's going to collapse." And then this year, your quarterback doesn't have to be the best player on the field at all times.
Nope.
And there's no problem with being a game manager.
There is no problem.
With his 5th team in however many years?
Yeah, 5th and 7th or something like that.
Gets it done. As a former Trojan, I'm very, it may be a Seahawk, but I'm very proud to say fight on Sam Darnold. And he's just so cool, calm, and collected. And he got it done.
That he did.
Of all quarterbacks in the league, Sam Darnold got it done. But he did not win MVP. That goes to a dog.
Canine.
Ken Walker.
Do you see the pictures they were throwing up on the broadcast of him in this quarter button down? He just looks so spiffy. Just I think he had some Cartier frames on. Just looking like a real dude.
Just a dude. And then probably takes it off. He's got biceps the size of my head.
Bigger than
built like a truck.
Yeah, and he's fast. Like, there were moments in the game he had such patient runs where he was just like right behind his guards, and then boom.
Yeah.
Just
Collinsworth brings up Le'Veon Bell. That one, I mean, he was like he was tap dancing, just going back and forth, waiting, and then boom, and then the final would have been the nail in the coffin, the run that got called back for
the holding.
He just right through and boom, like a shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, and I mean, look, if you're gonna ride a guy like that, that's what you're gonna need out of him. You're gonna need that speed. You're gonna need that, athleticism. Reminds me of a certain Josh Jacobs in 2023. Rip Raiders.
Oh, man, he's pretty good, isn't he, Josh Jacobs? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah,
where he's at right now. K9 gets it done. Super Bowl MVP. I mean, a lot was talked about Charb when he got injured a couple weeks ago, and
he stepped up.
And Halani, the backup, good, solid third down back. He can plug, catch some passes.
Out of Boise State. Fellow Mountain West guy.
West, represent. And there was no Fresno State Bulldogs in the big game.
Unfortunately.
No. A game away from Devontae finally reaching that mystical game. But
just couldn't get it done.
No. Well, Torrey Horton was in it, but he was injured. So
he put his name on the group project. And, yeah.
He did. Valley native. So. He gets a shout out.
Shout out.
But Super Bowl is here.
And gone.
Football is over. A lot of people saying this blew my mind when you go online and see this was the worst Super Bowl ever.
Yeah, Super Bowl. I mean, if the fourth quarter didn't happen, I think you're looking at a Super Bowl 53-esque performance, but nothing is ever going to be worse than that. But I think back. I compare this to like Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks just dominated Denver. That anticipated like, oh, this is going to be such a good matchup, and then it just falls flat on its face.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. I think, maybe the Denver Carolina Super Bowl is another good.
Sorry, Cam.
That Super Bowl kind of feels like how this one played out. Same venue. But yeah.
A lot has been said in recent years over championship games. You look at NBA, MLB, NFL, and people just like to complain.
Yeah, I think people just have this idea that the championship game is going to be this great thing, and sometimes teams get in on a fluke. And I'm not saying New England shouldn't have been a great team and all, but I don't think they were a 14-win caliber team. I mean, they lost to the Raiders this year, so
That they did.
If the Patriots had won the Super Bowl, basically the Raiders were Super Bowl champs. So
Basically. They were a game away.
Another
from
another
being Super Bowl champs.
hypothetical win for the Raiders,
Yeah.
and we'll take that. So
People
we
like
need
to
as many
complain
of
and
those.
say, "Oh, this was a fraud. They didn't deserve being in the Super Bowl." I never understand that because
they played the games.
They beat everyone.
and they played the games. Like, what else do you want them to do?
Yeah. Because if they lose those, if they have an easy schedule and they lose, it's
Well,
the worst team ever
yeah.
in all of this. But you can't be.
So what,
punished.
are they supposed to play the 2007 Patriots every game? Like,
Yeah. Who do you want them to? Do you want to play 85 Bears? You want Drake May to go up against that defense? Like, what do you need to see? Like, if your team doesn't make it into the Super Bowl, to then bash every other team that's in it, oh, they don't
Yeah.
deserve to be there. They suck. Well, they're in the game.
where's your team?
Yeah. I think you have
Exactly.
to appreciate who gets into the big game, even if it's you look at smaller market. Oh no, the Pacers got into the finals. I'm not going to watch this. Look what they did. They're a smaller market team. They took OKC to 7 games.
They were right there.
Denver against Miami a couple years ago. The 8 seed Heat.
People like to complain about, there's no parity in the league. And then when there's parity, there's like, oh, this is so boring. It's like the Rangers Diamondbacks World Series. It's like, yeah, I'm sure Philly getting in there would have been, better for the game. But, I mean, you play the games for a reason. I can't stand the hypothetical fans. I can't stand the advanced analytics people, It's just...
I think that's a good matchup to bring up, Diamondbacks Rangers, because you got the power of friendship in Arizona.
Yeah.
Able to take down all these teams in the NL, take down the Dodgers.
Swept the Dodgers,
And
beat
then
the
for people
Phillies,
to complain, oh, well, no one wants to watch the Diamondbacks. Well,
Well, then why do you even play the games?
What-
It's like,
what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, watching Adolis Garcia, Corey
I mean,
Seager play baseball.
I know
cool, too.
I'm a victim of complaining about the Dodgers, but they still have to play 162 games, and
Yeah.
they didn't even win 100 games last year. So, we'll play the games out, and until that doesn't work, I guess we can try something else. But I
Yeah.
think playing the games is going to work for a really long time.
And respect who makes it to the game, even if it's not your favorite team. If you're a fan of the sport, I think you could still be able to sit down, watch, and appreciate it. There are duds. There are duds of games.
53.
Yeah.
But then you get the classics like 49 and 51 and 52. And there was a stretch of good Super Bowls. I don't know. Maybe
Last year, I don't think was horrible, but that's also because Kansas City lost.
I think
the
it was
game.
cathartic to see Kansas City get blown out like that. But yeah, I enjoyed the game. I watched. I was doing laundry. Didn't go out. Didn't get wings or anything. Had some pizza rolls.
Mhm.
But
A
I
little
had
calm.
I had some pizza rolls and a Diet Cherry Pepsi. I was I was satisfied.
There you go.
Watched some mid commercials, watched a lot of gambling commercials, watched a lot of AI commercials, watched Bad Bunny perform. Was great. And then, I watched Seahawks win the Super Bowl. So,
Pretty cool.
yeah, Raiders Packers next year, right?
See you there, bro. I'll see you there. Let's go. I'll watch that. Who's on deck here? Who's
On deck?
Super Bowl. Who's on deck?
On deck as in actually on deck, because there is an on deck circle in this sport.
There is
now.
an on deck circle. What
Yeah.
sport are you talking about?
I'm talking about Fresno State softball.
Oh my gosh! Look at that. Are we on that
I think-
wavelength or
yeah,
something?
we're just right there.
Softball. Step up to the plate. Fresno State softball is back. They had an interesting weekend.
Yeah, they did.
Over
Fresno
at
State
the
kickoff
Marge.
classic
3-1 to start the year, and
was
2 mercy rules.
on the first day. Only played 10 innings.
Mm-hmm. Rest your arms. They got some younger players in
Yeah.
there.
And then game 1
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday was a bit of a snooze fest, and then game 2 was a collapse.
Yeah.
Of
You play so good. You get right here.
you just need 3 outs
right here. And you just fall flat.
and they couldn't do it, so they start 3-1, and that's it. And that's what you have to deal with. No hypotheticals. You lost it in the last inning. Gotta swallow that one. But yeah, it was a rough last inning. I was up in the box. I had just come back from women's basketball against the University of Nevada, and it was 2-0. Got up in the box, sack fly, RBI double. I'm like 4-0 against this team that hasn't been able to put across runs consistently throughout the whole tournament. And
Pretty smooth sailing from here.
yeah, no, it was hairy. It was like
Yeah.
watching 2024 Camilo Doval.
Ooh. Right through my heart right there.
Yeah, I knew that would hurt you. But yeah, and then so they go down 5-4, and first batter, first pitch swing, first pitch ground out. And that's just not the start you wanted to see. And then I think it was 2 pitches after, and they were down to their final out. And they just could not get a rally going in that bottom of the 7th, and they're gonna have to sit with that one until next Friday.
Yeah. A weird flip-flop that Friday, so much different than Saturday. I mean, they're able to string together rallies and just shut down with their arms. And then you go to Saturday.
Well, I mean, they did.
Slower.
They completely shut down with their arms. I mean, not counting that last collapsed inning of 5 runs, they gave up 2 throughout 17.
Yeah.
Broncos still 0 ERA, by the way. Alyssa Loza, freshman, had some big moments in her debut against Idaho State. Got her first strikeout with the bases loaded.
Big moment. There's a good foundation here
Definitely.
with this team.
I was on behind the camera for that moment, and I was expecting her to get some, emotion out there. She just calmly walked out of the circle like, I've been here before. So good calm leadership from the freshman, and you like to see that. But this team, we'll see. It's 4 games.
It's early. It's very early.
It is very early.
Got a big test coming up here, though.
Yeah, you can't get too ahead of yourself. You got number 25 Huskies coming in from UW.
Yeah, when you look, you see your opponent has a little number next to him.
It's a little extra motivation to.
Heart starts going a little bit.
Yeah, that'll
But
be,
they're
be a
coming
good
into your
test.
house.
That'll be a good test. I got a lot of good teams coming in. I think Stanford's coming to town in April. They just got some good teams all around in some tournaments after this this last homestand. I believe it's their last home game before conference, right?
Yeah, so they got Washington coming in, and then they're at 2 different tournaments away. Sprinkle in some other away games. So Red Wave, I think you get to a game here soon over this weekend and really get your first taste of the team before they go on a long road trip. So you'll have to be checking on your phone. But when they do, that'll be around conference play time. So you will get
Mid-March.
yeah. But a long road trip, we'll see.
Team bonding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have a couple tournament teams from last year. I know Texas Tech is on that schedule. I know Santa Clara is on that schedule for 2. Shout out Broncos, by the way. But yeah, I think it'll be a good team bonding time for them to be away, and then the real season starts, and that'll be a fun time.
Mountain West action is back
For the final time.
one final time.
They
were
will be
close
the
last year.
They'll be the second to last team to finish up Mountain West play. Baseball will be the last, and they start on Friday. Hopefully, they can start their bid for a 3rd straight Mountain West title.
We'll see. There's so much that goes on. I mean, you could start off, no matter how good you start in the beginning, doesn't matter until you get to that tournament. And you just get hot. Run the table, see what you can do.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. We talked about that Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat. Be an 8 seed.
8 seed.
Run the table. Why not?
It doesn't matter. You get hot at the right time.
And, you talk about getting hot. But I'm a little cold.
I think
And it's...
I think a torch has been lit
So like
somewhere.
I'm kind of warming up, but
Yeah.
still I'm in like a cold environment.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's something going on right now that's like so similar to like torches and it being really cold and like competing. But I don't know if I can remember what's going on right now.
It's like right here.
Yeah.
It's like Zeus.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Like Greece?
Yeah, almost like.
Oh.
Isn't there like a?
There's something I feel like I took a class on this or something. Like. Oh.
Say, can you see?
There we go. That's right. The Winter Olympics is going on.
Bang.
Bang. Every 4 years, and it is that year. Winter Olympics.
Question for you:
Of course.
Winter or Summer Olympics? Which do you prefer?
I am a summer guy. And there's more time in the summer to really sit down and just open NBC, whatever you're watched on, and just
Yeah.
all day.
All
Now
day,
in the
every
winter
day.
with school, everything going on, it's a little bit harder. But after the Super Bowl, NBC right there flew right into
it.
Olympic coverage. And that was my first opportunity to really sit down and watch what was going on.
Yeah. I
missed it.
I have yet to tune in. We'll be tuning in once the hockey games start.
Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
hacky?
I do enjoy some bobsled, some skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably my 2 like favorite events that I watch year in and year out during the Olympics. But I think hockey's probably going to be the best thing. You got the NHL players back for the first time since 2014. You got some returners from that time. Got some new blood, obviously, makes sense. And a lot of guys that just, first time getting to represent their country, and I think that's real special.
Yeah.
And obviously full-blooded American here, but
I just heard an eagle
My-
screech in the background. That was cool.
my allegiances lie with Team Canada for
Hacky.
hockey. Yeah,
You
I
know.
gotta root for my Canadian brothers.
Drinking maple syrup over there.
Maple syrup.
Gosh.
A
I mean, talking about American, I don't know what's more American than skiing by the name of Breezy Johnson.
I was gonna say Lindsey Vaughn.
No,
Skiing on that ruptured ACL, but yeah.
That's pretty American.
broke her
But-
leg again.
Yeah,
So,
that's a tough
she'll be done.
scene. But what happened right before that? An American by the name
Teammate.
of Breezy Johnson comes flying down.
I mean, what a name. I mean, you
Breezy
talk about
Johnson.
some of the all-time names out there, like DeBrickashaw Ferguson,
Usain Bolt.
Breezy Johnson.
Breezy
Like,
Johnson.
yeah, that's got to be a 10 out of 10 name in
Just
sports.
flying. And I'm just sitting there watching. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right. Every turn is just insane. And I'm watching because they have like the layout up here. And all the numbers, like the person in first they're basing everything off of that. And all the numbers are just green, 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 just smoking the other competitor.
That's
Breezy
what
Johnson walks away with gold. That was the first medal for the U.S. This was a couple hours ago. They had two golds, and the other was in team skating. I never really sit down to watch that. I was like,
Figure
wow.
skating's awesome.
And that was, I think sometimes we sit there and we're like, oh, I could do that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could do that. That?
No,
No
absolutely
shot.
not.
They're
You cannot be doing backflips on
No.
skates.
And they're on, this thing as thin, the skate is as thin as whatever, and they can just do whatever they want,
They're doing
contort themselves,
backflips, triple twist. Yeah,
and
it's
spinning.
it's insane. I saw this thing. It was Summer Olympics are this 16-year-old track star in high school, and then the Winter Olympics are like we got this 41-year-old skier. It's crazy the diversity that the Olympics bring. But I love watching the Winter Olympics just for for those stories. And I absolutely love when just a country that you do not associate winter with, like countries in Africa and South America, and they get up and they get a medal. I think that's the coolest thing.
Brings me back to you ever seen Cool Runnings?
If not,
Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh,
What you smoking? I'm not smoking. I'm breathing. That's a good movie, and just so patriotic, playing for your country. Nothing better, especially these
Absolutely.
team events, or if you're competing on your own, to say, "I'm the best downhill skier in the world." All right, obviously I'm the best in the U.S., but I just beat
everybody in the world. Yeah, that's some serious bragging rights to be able to say you're the best in the world at something. I know a lot of American sports like to claim they're world champions, but nothing's more world champion than winning a gold medal at the
When you get to
Olympics.
bite down on that thing, that picture, your whole
It's,
family for generations.
That's
You got
quite
that picture.
that's quite special.
Yeah. Another sport, just so interesting. Biathlon. This guy's skiing with a gun on their back.
I mean, it's just it's the weirdest collection of sports, but it
It's
is
so sick.
it's the most entertaining 2.5-3 weeks that you will ever have in your
Because
life.
they're going up and then they're going down and then they got to start shooting on the ground, and then they do it again and then they go up, and I went to sleep after watching that one. I'm like, wow, that's just.
Yeah.
And to do that in such cold conditions, be that calm and hit that small of a target. I think they said it was like 60 yards and the as long whatever width of a CD from 60 yards away.
That's insane.
And you got to be breathing hard because you just skied 2.5 kilometers. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
We'll get a live medal update here for
Here
you.
we go.
Norway and Switzerland tied for first with 3 gold medals, because that's how we determine medals here, is by golds, because that's if you're not first, you're last. But if you do count by total medals, Italy has 9. 1 gold, 2 bronze, 2 silver, 6 bronze. So
It's in their backyard. You can see that.
we'll keep you updated. I'm sure the U.S. will get back up into that top
Yeah.
3, top 2 conversation. Shout out Norway and Switzerland though.
They're in that element. You're not surprised, but
I'm sure Canada will get 1 gold here in the Olympics.
If not, hockey.
If not 2. Well, USA women's might steal a gold, but Yeah, Team USA is not looking, just not up notch. I don't even. Team USA hockey may not even win a medal, and that'll be 2 straight Olympics with NHL players that they have not medaled in. They did not medal in 2014. They lost to Finland in the bronze medal game. Watched that. Was disappointed. Cried a little bit. But will not cry this year because I'm rooting for Canada.
There you go.
So
Can't beat them, join them. Get your maple
You know-
syrup. Get your Tim Hortons.
you know what? If only you knew how special Macklin Celebrini was, you would understand.
Sure.
19-year-old phenom.
Sure.
All right? Youngest Canadian hockey Olympian
Hey.
ever.
Okay.
He's from the Bay Area. His dad is I believe he's the sports nutritionist for the Golden State Warriors. So,
Small world.
or maybe team doctor, something. He does something,
Something like that.
within the medical
Okay.
sphere of the Golden State Warriors. So he's a local kid. He's
Yeah.
just born in Canada.
Hey,
So
looking at the Warriors, I would love to talk more about basketball.
I want to talk about some Warriors.
Talk about some Warriors and this Fresno State men's basketball team.
Man, do they have some fight in them?
They do. But for some reason, they go against former dog Elijah Price, and they cannot get the job done.
Can't rebound against him. Did you
Yeah.
see how badly they got out rebounded?
No, I kind of stopped looking at that after the final buzzer in Las Vegas last year, and I
Yeah.
just thought, I watched them go into BYU. It was like 55-33. All these different games where it's like a 20 rebound difference. This year it hasn't been horrible,
No.
but you bring up rebounding. How bad was it?
Let me just make sure I get my facts right, because we're all about truth here. And a 10-point loss, right? So, I mean, not terrible.
But a bad final 3 minutes. That's the
I'd-
part that stings.
I'd probably say like poor last 7 minutes, really.
Because they got it. They were tied down 3 with 3.
They were up 5
Oh, there we go.
with 11 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 16-point swing, 15-point swing. Yeah, it was 43-31 in the rebounding categories, and I believe if we dive deeper into the team stats, 5 offensive rebounds for the Dogs, 13 offensive rebounds for the Pack, and
I wonder how many of those were in crunch time, too.
not in crunch time, but I remember watching and just seeing just three in a row.
Mhm.
Just, I mean, Nevada shot poorly from beyond the arc. They shot 25%. They shot 6 of 24. So there's 18 misses there. It felt like every time they missed a 3, it was rebounded, and then they were getting second chance points. And they show these flashes of just being able to hang with these teams, and then they just go out and they hang just a dud like that, and it just you rewind the clock to last year. What do they got to do to win on the road? They've got 2 road wins in the conference against the 2 worst teams
Mhm.
in the conference.
They get there and they cannot string anything together, which is you figure this team may be used to playing with a lack of motivation from the fans.
Yeah.
So you go on the road. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Winning on the road for Fresno State basketball is not easy.
No. And, Fresno State had the lead for over 30 minutes. So, I mean, this was simply just a game where they choked. So,
Yeah.
they'll look to get back on the horse against, the best team in the conference and probably one of the hardest environments to play in. Probably put up maybe 45 points. But
We'll see how many the other team puts up. But choking. The Dogs were on the receiving end of it this time. But they've been on the other side of it. They've been on the rally side.
Games against two teams in Nevada.
What happened this last game? Was it against UNLV?
It was the Runnin' Rebels.
I feel like they hit like a jackpot or something against them.
Yeah.
Something weird.
Yeah, you could say they hit a jackpot.
Yeah. And like a guy in particular really hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
I think like Jake Heidbreeder.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
Snubbed Mount West Player of the Week, by the way. I think if you hit a jackpot like that, you should be the Player of the Week.
Bleeding
But
too.
you know,
Look like Steve Nash out there. Nail that shot.
Just one of the craziest games I've ever witnessed. I mean, just in terms of sports ever.
Mhm.
I mean, I've watched some crazy professional games, but you know, I one of the just not even just because of the comeback, just the amount of just the weirdness. You had 63 total fouls, 80 free throws, 6 technicals, 7 players fouled out.
3-hour-long basketball game, and that was regulation.
It was I genuinely thought we were going to overtime.
Yeah.
I did not think for a moment that game was going to end in regulation. And if it was going to be, a Rebels win because they were in the driver's seat for most of the second half.
I think talking about it would not do it justice.
Are you saying we're going to the corner?
I'm saying, why don't we go to our first coach's corner of the semester?
Bang!
To talk about one of the craziest Fresno State games, one of the craziest college basketball games you will ever see.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go to the corner.
UNLV, Fresno State. 6.8 seconds ago, Fresno State down 3 just to set the stage. 80 free throws have been shot, 63 foul calls have been called. We're here, Bastion Reber with the ball on the inbound. Now, DJ Douglas is going to set a screen to get Heidbreeder the ball. He's going to come here. Douglas is going to set a screen. He ends up falling. So this play already looks chopped. Heidbreeder gets the inbound from Reber. Now, Douglas is going to run over here, and he's going to cut back. Heidbreeder is going to hand the ball off, and, time's running out. There's about 3 seconds left. Douglas comes here. He gets a little bit of a pick from Heidbreeder. He sets a screen, and 30 feet out, Douglas just releases, and it's pure. So after that, we get 96 all with 1.5 to go. Don't mind that. Inbounds pass after DJ Douglas's big made 3. We have the ball right here on the baseline. Sean Gorey, Bastion Reber, DJ Douglas. Now, UNLV has 2 players that are going to crash the 3-point line to get the inbounds pass. Because at the end of the day, that's all you really need right here. Instead, UNLV is going to do the worst thing possible and chuck this ball to this streak, go route, whatever you want to call it. Just absolutely Hail Mary passes it down the court. It's out of his reach, goes out of bounds. Again, refs have to review it because that's all they did this game. They say the ball was illegally touched. Now, that means he did touch it, but the ball was never had established possession, and he was out of bounds when he finally did touch it. So the ball is going to come back, be Fresno State ball with still 1.5 seconds to go. UNLV had a timeout here, and they elected not to use it. Once Fresno State gets the ball, they see the offense, they come out, they take their timeout. We'll draw up the final play with the buzzer beater. Fresno State ball right here. Bastion Reber, the inbounder. We have Heidbreeder on the low block, Wilson Jack here, DJ Douglas, Deshaun Gorey. After the game, this play was determined to be a complete fake out. But what happens here is Hybreeder is going to run across a low block, and basically he was supposed to be a distraction. But the problem here is this guy defending the inbounder is not straight on Reaver. He is protecting underneath the basket. And the original play was to have Douglas set a ball screen here and Gorey come in and catch a lob. What ends up happening is this defender is late. Hybreeder gets completely open right here, puts up just an amazing shot with 1.5 to go, puts it in the cup, buzzer sounds, Save Mart Center goes crazy. Philip, roll the clip that I got. Wow. With that, Fresno State beats UNLV 98-96. Let's take it back. Let's take it back to the pod.
Wow.
It's so good to just get back on that whiteboard, man.
You get on that whiteboard, and it's just like, this is basketball, but I feel like Gruden was right there, screaming at me.
Yeah, telling me what's my snap count.
That's
Telling me Spider 2-eye banana. You know,
that's why we do this.
Yeah.
Just why this was not done earlier, no idea. But it's here. Cherish it. This is happening, people. We are back. The coach's corner is back. And man, did I miss this whiteboard.
It's just,
We're back.
It's beautiful. There's no other words to describe it. It's just beautiful. It's one of the best things in the entire podcasting world.
The best feelings. And, sometimes you don't reach the top. You don't get first. You get this feels like first place finish. And when
It
you don't
truly
get to
does.
do it, it feels like a last place finish. But if you're like me, you're able to watch it. That feels like almost like a second place.
Yeah, well, if you're not first, you're last. So,
But in certain sports, when they're as difficult as golf is, second place is pretty dang good. Look at that, man.
Look at this guy with the
that.
transitions.
Dude.
He's cooking today.
The women's golf team finished second at the Saboba Classic just this past week. 3 players in the top 5. 3. They could not get it done. The final day had some hiccups on the back 9. Fell to Cal State Northridge. They were just one stroke, one putt, one less bogey. But second place to start the spring.
It's pretty good.
It's their best finish so far this year.
There you go.
And you had you had 3 people in the top 5. Amelia Garibaldi. You heard of her? If you haven't, you should. Solo second. In her past 3 tournaments that she's played in, one of them was just out on her own, not for school. Win,
Winner.
and solo second.
Winner.
That is a run. That's a heat check right there.
Yeah. That's
Senior, or junior, she's a junior, but senior Caitlin Lehigh, 3rd place. Senior, it's her final dance. And she put together a very nice couple of rounds. Vanessa Vu, 5th place. I mean, you had all these players in the top 5. The Bulldogs finish second to start the spring.
Hopefully they can build on that momentum. I mean,
That's
I know
how you
they got a tournament going on in San Diego, so I as much as I don't know. I mean, I know the game of golf. I know the objective, but it just seems weird that you get 3 players in the top 5, and you just come up that short.
Yeah.
That just seems a little unfair.
It's a team game. See, this is
I
why
guess.
I could go into the rabbit hole of the world of professional golf right now, and with the other league, but college golf is so special because there's an individual factor, right? If you play, you can win a tournament on your own, but then there's also people that compete individually but are on a team. But you have this team factor where 5 scores matter. You could be You could be near the bottom of the leaderboard, but you get to that back nine, and you go, man, my team's in the running for this. I may be tied for 40th right now, but if I can put together a strong back nine, we all can be raising this trophy. College golf, man. Special. Brings me back to my heydays. You know,
No.
Nothing like that. But
Oh,
shout
this
out to the
guy.
women's golf team, and they got a jam-packed schedule, if you will. A lot of tournaments.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can read that somewhere. I don't know.
You can read. It's like I think you would call it like a preview
Yeah.
of the women's golf team, and they talked about. I was able to. I think I wrote that one. You were able to. I was able to sit down with the coach, a couple players, go through their season.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good read. You
I
know,
gotta say so myself.
but
I mean,
even
I'm
if you're not a golf
not a
fan,
golf guy, and I read it.
is it your job? Possibly.
Maybe.
You still read it. A
Yeah,
win's a
well,
win.
okay, but I'm reading once for stuff,
Yeah.
making sure that and then I go back and I read it. and I'm like, this is a good article.
Yeah.
So
So check that out. There will be more golf content flowing
Allegedly.
out. There will be more golf content flowing out, men's and women's teams. March will be a big
if
month.
we're allowed,
March will be a big month for both teams. They have their home tournaments coming up. Yeah, golf's in a good spot right now with Fresno State and in beyond. And I had something I wanted to say. It was like, I don't know if you heard about it though. Did you hear about this thing?
I don't know. You might have to tell me.
So Fresno State baseball is starting
The Diamond
in
Dogs.
a couple days.
I know
It's
about them.
on Friday the 13th. Lucky 13th.
Unlucky. We don't. We don't mess around with
see.
numerology
Okay.
here.
We'll see. But
We're sports guys. We take things seriously. We don't mess around with numerology.
Did you hear about this thing though? With the Diamond Dogs? Did you hear about this?
Aaron Judge?
So no.
Oh.
Not a former.
Oh.
Not a former. No Taylor Ward.
Oh.
Shout out to Taylor Ward. No one. Fresno State baseball. You think of Aaron Judge? Let's put Taylor Ward in that conversation.
All right.
I digress. The All Mountain West preseason selections came out.
Oh yeah.
You did hear about this thing?
Yeah.
They had one preseason.
Just one?
Just one preseason All Mountain West. That is Griffin
For the-
Sotomayor.
Back-to-back Mountain West champs. Only one.
Yeah, I know. Last season, going into the year, they had 4, and to end it, 4 first-teamers.
And 4 draft picks.
Yeah. This season, they got 1.
And how many regional wins did they have?
They got 1 preseason All Mountain West, and that guy's pretty darn good.
Shout out Griffin Sotomayor, Turlock, California.
That dude can hit. Turlock, California. There you go.
Shout out 209.
He can. He can grow a sweet stash
Man,
and
that
knock the
thing.
crap out of the ball.
You want to talk about? You got your Paul Skeens mustaches. You've got
I mean, we're in like
you got the
Tom Selleck
Raleigh
category.
Fingers
Yeah.
mustache, and then you got Griffin Sotomayor. I mean, that thing's pretty.
Yeah, he was at one of the basketball games courtside, and I'm like,
Recognize
there he
you.
is. There he is.
Recognize that mustache from
Mountain
anywhere.
West. Diamond Dogs will be back on Friday, taking on the Utes of Utah.
Utes, and then the Waves from Pepperdine, and then they got a couple former super regional College World Series teams in Stanford and University of Arizona. So, not an easy non-conference at all.
Oh, I
And
think
then
this team
gonna
could
get,
use some competition. They've had a lot of turnover. I mean, you lose 4 guys to the MLB. That's a good problem to have, but to fill
Means you're
those
developing.
shoes, maybe asking a lot of these guys.
Yeah. Sotomayor did say after his practice and media availability that they're going to have to be scrappy. They're going to have to play a clean brand of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
This team's not like how it was last year. They're not old. They're not powerful. They're not going to smack the ball around.
Don't have the
But-
conference leader in home runs. You don't have the guy behind the dish like Justin Stransky, who
You know who they do have?
do they have?
They got this guy.
The guy.
They got this guy. great opposite field hitter. Can hit it to the opposite gap.
Mm.
Caden Munster,
There you go.
first baseman, local kid, Fresno, California. Yeah, he's going to be a good player.
Yeah. There you go.
Expect him to, smack the ball around, probably, hit 15, 20 home runs,
Mm-hmm.
hit 240,
We'll see.
We'll see.
I think the big thing is the arms and the rotation. You lose Cremarosa and Jack Anchor, who were 1 and 2. I mean, they could have flip-flopped. Cremarosa won Pitcher of the Year. You could have flipped them. You look at the stats.
Yeah.
Wins, starts, strikeouts, ERA, all of it. They're going 1 and 2. You lose those two guys, you're losing a lot.
Yeah, but they've got a young freshman class. So, you just hope. And I think I think that the way that you've seen this team kind of respond in the last few years under Ryan Overland, this team's going to be competing for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know who was picked first? Did you see that? To win the Mountain West this year?
I believe it was the Wolfpack.
It was the Wolfpack. Did you see it was picked second?
Oh, the name. I feel like it's familiar.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a dog or something?
Yeah, I think it's like the... I don't know. It's not,
Was it
it's not-
Fresno State?
It was Fresno,
Fresno
State.
State picked second. There you go. They got
One first place vote,
One.
but I don't believe they were picked to win last year.
I think they were. It might have been second again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back, but
All I remember about Nevada is that 14-inning marathon that they had. But
yeah.
that was a fun one to watch.
Preseason rankings.
Don't matter. Throw them away. Don't listen to them.
Way. Okay. You can look at the All Mountain West selection and be like, cool. But when it's all said and done, do you have a ring on your finger as a team? That's all that matters.
Before we sign off, I want to give a shout out to Haley Andrus, women's water polo.
H2O polo.
New all-time leading scorer.
And no. There you go.
Yep. She broke Brooke Ochoa's record that she set last year in
Let me get
Arizona.
this number right. Was it 322? Was that how many days it was?
322
Oh
days.
my gosh.
See, this guy reads my stories.
Wow. Look at that.
322 days the record stood. No more. Every goal from here on out from Andrus is just going to extend that record.
Mhm.
I believe she sits at goal number 222 or 225 after her weekend at Arizona State.
Mhm.
So
I mean, this is Kareem LeBron passing the torch.
This
You
is-
think that
yeah.
number's never getting broken. Insert.
Haley Andrus. They do have a couple of good freshmen, though, on that team that
Mm.
will probably give her a run for her money. But for now, she will be the all-time leading scorer for the foreseeable future.
Talk about a
And-
dynasty, man.
And I don't think there's any more deserving player than her. She's an absolute magician. She's a great human, very humble, great talk after games. Shouts out all of her teammates. Never takes credit for anything. She can score 10 goals in a weekend or in one day, and she'll be like, "It's all my teammates."
Yeah.
So, shout out Haley Andrus. Shout out women's water polo. Shout out Natalie Benson. Shout out the pool.
The dynasty. That
Go
is
watch.
in that
Go watch some water polo.
Do it. If you could see it, is the fog over?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We'll see.
If you can see through the
You know,
fog.
San Francisco named their fog. We should name our fog.
If you have names, let the people know.
Drop them down below.
Let the people know. I think that's just a wonderful cherry on top. The bow ties it all together. We really
Perfect.
covered everything. Baseball's coming up. Basketball's near the playoffs. Softball's here. Golf is warming up. I mean, water polo's right there.
We're in the
Really
full
got it
swing.
all.
Full swing in the spring.
And there's a bunch of sports. It's swing,
Swing.
dude. Man, this was so. It was almost too perfect. The
It
analogies,
almost was.
the rotations into different things. Wow, I feel like an offensive coordinator that just called the perfect. I feel like Clint Kubiak right now, calling
Calling the plays.
just dissecting the coverage, saying, "Hey, let's run this. They're in this person up." Feels good
Feels great.
for it to all come to fruition. The lights are coming down,
Lights are telling us to go home. There we go.
and we're gonna listen.
Yep.
Episode 31 is in the books. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. Take the time. Coach's Corner is back. Man, are we excited!
We're very excited.
Got some cool things coming down the line, and we are very happy and eager to share with you all.
Very.
And with that, we're signing off. Until next time.